Editing a series of images can be difficult, especially color images. Getting every image to have the same skin tone and overall feel can be a bit tricky, especially when you're handling large amounts of raw files and having to export high-res tiffs and web-ready JPEGs for the client. It can be very confusing and complicated in the back end. But if you follow this formula and some simple steps, it can greatly reduce the chance of color shifts and the mishandling of files. Let's just jump right into it. My name's Corey Vanderploot, at CoreyPhoto on Twitter and Instagram. Here are 3 simple steps to batch editing. Okay, here we are with a huge batch of images. It doesn't matter if you're doing 5 images, 10 images, or in this case, we're doing 80 images. You can see the balance is a little bit all over the place. The skin tones changed. The clouds are moving in and out, so it's kind of all over the place. But it's actually no need to panic. It's actually very easy to fix. So what we're going to do is open up the first one in Camera Raw. And we're actually going to do something really simple. We're just taking the white balance tool and we're trying to find the perfect medium. Not too bright, not too dark. And we're going to click that. And that's it. Done. So now what we're going to do, I'm not sure if you're using Lightroom or Bridge, but you're going to copy the treatment. In Bridge, it's Option Command C. And then you're going to take, say, this first 3 rows, Option Command V. And then that just pastes the white balance right on it. And you can already see there's a big difference. If I take 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 of the skin tones are all pretty accurate. This one's a little bright, but I'll show you when we go in there. The final tweaks, very simple to do. The next step is working in a factory line. Now, these next 2 steps kind of intermingle. You want to work in a factory line and use a lot of actions. So instead of doing all of these, complete this one, and then complete this one, we're going to do them all at the same time. So let's open them up. So now that you have 5 of your images open, you can hold Command tilde to scroll through each one very easily. And instead of completing one by one, like I said, we're going to do it in a factory line. So the first thing we want to do is put our crop on. I have this easy one-click crop that you can find in this video here to show you exactly how to throw a crop on right away. And then we can just easily manipulate this. So boom, cropped. Now we want to do the next one. We're going to do this really simply with all 5. Now what you want to do is select the mask here and then Command T, and you can really just move it. Super simple. Just do the last few here and I'll speed it up for ease. And now once this is saved, this is when you do your first initial save. So Command S, we're going to go to our finished folder. See, we have a finals here, I have a YouTube section, and this is where you're going to save your Photoshop file. And from there, you're just going to toggle between each one and do the same thing. So each one is saved. And then once they are saved, every time you're working on them, just push Apple S and you are good to go. Alright, next step. We're going to add our treatment and all our layers. Again, do this in a quick action. So it's just one click and you already have everything. Now this is set up for my specifications. So when you edit lots and lots, you'll notice that you have a routine, a certain set of layers that you always use. This is what your action will be. A really quick way to show you how to set that up is just go New Action. And then you're going to open up your layer. This is your dodge and burn. I do a curves layer underneath the contrast. If you want to see exactly how I set my layers up, you can watch this video up here with how I do my colors. I do another curve to bring this all the way down. I do my brightness and contrast. I do a hue and saturation. And then I just do a little curve here, just to boost everything. And because this is all a little bit uneven, I bring this curve down just to make the tone very even all the way across. And then stop. And there's your action. So you see when I delete it here, when I'm ready to go, I just go to my action, I click play, and that treatment is just ready to go. It's so simple. So now I go to each photo and I just click that action. Make sure you're on the background layer so it stays all underneath your crop. And now I go back to the first one, and the first thing I do is work on the skin. When I'm done with the skin, I go to the next one. Then I go to the next one, and I work on the skin. And so on and so forth. And then the next move is the dodge and burn. So I do the dodge and burn completely for this image. And then when I'm done, I do the dodge and burn on this one. And so on and so forth, all the way down the line until you have 4 polished images. And now the last thing you do before you're ready to save is you get them all to match. So this one's a little too dark, so we're going to just boost this up in the mids a little bit. That's what these curves layers are for. It's a little too bright. Again, I have a video exactly on how I do the color correction if you want to know exactly. But this is where you do the balancing. And then you can cycle all through them. Remember, Command tilde. When you're all done and they're all balanced, actually you can see this one looks a little too bright. So we'll just bring it down. And you can really just fly through them and you can see that they're all matched. So now that they're all matched, you're going to save all of them. Make sure you always save. And now you have your perfect layered files saved. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to fix our crop. Again, this is completely under my batch exporting video and my crop video, but just to run through this really quick, what you do is you Command select this layer, push M for your marquee tool, Shift Command I to invert it, and C for crop, then enter. I know that looks complicated, but look at the muscle memory once you get used to doing it. It's so fast. Faster than anything else. Command click. M for marquee tool. Shift Command I to invert it. C, enter. Once you get that muscle memory down, it is so fast. Now you're going to create a new action. Call it save batch. And you're going to go layer and flatten the image. So you have a nice, clean, flat image that you can send to a client. You're going to hold Shift Apple S. Make sure you push Shift or you will save it over top of your layered file. Then you're going to make a new file called tiff in your finals folder. Make sure you're saving it as a tiff. And now you have a perfect high-res image. Okay. Now you're going to hold Option Command I, go to pixels, and make it somewhere around 2,000 pixels. It's a perfect email size. It's a perfect JPEG for anything you need to use for the web, Instagram, Facebook, anything like that. And now here's the beautiful thing. Hold Shift Command Option S. I know it's a lot, but you're going to be saving for web. What you want to do is make sure you're on a JPEG, quality to 100. This saves the file in such a small size and gives you such beautiful photo and resolution that you are controlling the compression. So when you upload it to Instagram, and when you upload it to Facebook, it's going to look perfect. So go back to where you save your high-res files, make a new folder called JPEG, and save. And then close it. Make sure you don't save, or again, you'll save over your TIFF. Don't save. And now you can stop your action. And now for the rest of them, you just click. Click play. And everything is being saved. And now you have those systems in place. So now it's time for the next 5. So what you do is you label these something different, and you open your next 5, and you have those systems in place. So now you can batch crop. Now you can do all your treatments. Now you can batch save and TIFF and JPEGs for the client. And then you become this well-oiled machine once you get this process down. And you're going to start pumping out high-quality images at a record speed. And when you're done, you get this beautiful set of images that's beautifully color corrected, and they all look fantastic together. It's just about systems. My name's Corey Vanderplu at Corey Photo on Twitter and Instagram. Happy shooting.